welcome to Health Hits Experience. We went to the year 3000 and not much has changed, but they did live underwater. I'm the librarian, and with me are 4 people who I believe are time travelers. Let's get started on the show. Welcome back.
Who are the 4 people?
No, there's somebody else in here. Welcome back. Robin. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I would never do that to you. You would know Robin is coming. Okay. So,
Okay.
I have a request to
2?
summarize. You want to summarize?
No.
Great. Stop volunteering, people. So, I'm going to summarize real quick, and then I'll get into my favorite part of the show, which is my little vignette. But what happened last game?
Previously
on.
What Mighty.
Don't say it like that.
Well, okay, so they completed their mission. They got the elixirs. They got a couple elixirs. They got a lot of elixirs. I don't have any of this written down.
We got 5.
We got 5 elixirs. So they got them. Great.
I think you're really selling
I'm
people.
I'm good at, all of this. This is not my job or anything. And then they went back. Well, we're going to try to go to the castle, and gasp, Tenerife got a letter that said, don't do that. Don't do that. And
I know, dramatic.
no, don't go back. And so we immediately went underground. And we went underground, and we frightened a small fairy.
We did.
Tried not to.
Anyways, take that one out of context.
Yeah, well, it's real easy for me. And then further underground we went. We acquired, what did we acquire? Scrolls.
We
Scrolls.
got scrolls and
You got
information.
scrolls and information.
And
Great.
Tenerife traded away the
sugar.
letter.
And yes, and Tenerife acquired, sugar,
okay.
a lot of sugar. Tenerife got a lot of
of
sugar.
sugar.
You ate a whole piece of gum, and you have 2 cane sugar packets now. So
And
there's
we
a
got
lot of-
got to talk to Bobblewalk.
We did talk to Bobblewalk, who gave you the scrolls. And then Bobblewalk wanted 2's bag. 2 said, the fuck?
Excuse me.
Excuse
You
me?
know what? I think you should write these down. I'm just gonna say it.
I was not prepared to do this. I was going to jump right into it, but then multiple people told me they couldn't remember what happened last fucking week. And it's like not like there's notepads and debriefs we do immediately after the show. Anyways,
To be fair, I'm very old.
right? You're,
was
you're
sick
the only
this
one I
last
have a
week.
problem with right now.
I was very ill. Okay.
Great. You're the only one I have a problem with right now.
All right.
All right. Anyways, so 2 being the impulsive goblin that he is, said, "Well, I'm gonna figure out if this bag can hold live mounts because we wanted to stuff a bug into the mount. Which may I
Multiple
remind
bugs.
you, bugs are horses.
Imagination runs wild here.
Imagination runs wild, and you can make things different shapes and sizes that they don't appear to be.
I want a horse, but square.
Give me a fate point."
All right. Let's just put that one back.
You should. Perhaps rather than this game, you might look at Minecraft.
Solid point. Solid point.
Okay, right. We're not really selling this show. We got to get people to actually watch this. So
This will all be edited out for the VOD.
yeah, it's true.
We'll fix it in
Thinking
post.
on-
We'll fix it in post. Okay, excellent. Did I miss anything?
No, we have 2 in a bag. We
Yeah.
want to get mounts. We're underground. We're about to leave the underground,
Yeah.
and also 2 might die in there.
Maybe. Nah, who knows? Okay, great.
I sure as heck don't.
I'm gonna throw up.
You're fine.
Okay. Do you want some irrelevant story, maybe?
Yes.
Okay,
Please.
great. All right. Dazzle had once discovered that a private audience with the king involved up to 20 or more people. The courtier Ember organized meetings in the king's schedule or moved other meetings around if the occasion called for it. The steward was notified to make sure the chamber was prepared appropriately. This also included at least 5 members of the staff to clean, furnish, and provide refreshments. The captain of the guards fey was notified so that the king's 8 personal guards could be made aware. Additionally, the castle entrance guards were also notified so they were able to escort the right fairies. Oftentimes, the king's military advisor, Earl Grey, was aware of any potential meetings that could influence the kingdom's security. The king's scribe was also always aware of the king's appointment, being as the scribe was the history keeper of the kingdom. Dazzle often wondered how such an appointment could be called private until he had been present when the king held court. Dazzle had counted up to 257 fairies before he lost count. A small, blue, goblin-like fairy dangles from a rope in a vast, empty, dark space. There's a faint hint of spearmint floating in the air. The rope holding him up is unusually greasy. A red cap, an ink cap, and a sugar-saturated captain stare at the small patchwork bag with a rope running into it.
3 caps in a bag.
Nothing is happening. Nothing.
So,
And as a kind of a note here too, we have here, this is actually a moderate consequence that Tenerife has, but I wanted to showcase some other aspects that we had on the table aside from situational. So that one is there, just for fun for you to see. Okay, let's start with the 3 of you. 2, we'll come back to you in a minute. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
And let's see what happens. What happens?
So, there is going to be breathable air in there, I assume. Tenerife, you here?
What?
You know, here, there's a very interesting rock if you look that way. I'm just gonna pull a hack away. All right, we should probably, like, he's been in there for like a good few minutes now. We should probably actually do something about that.
Right. Well, I expect if there was a problem, 2 would let us know somehow, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I sort of assumed that would be the case, but also we are dealing with a magical bag, and I have no idea how those work. You are giving me the strangest look right now.
Am I?
Where are you right now?
I-
We are in the underground. Where are you?
I too am in the underground.
Is this something you do frequently?
What do you mean?
You're shit-faced. Do you do that frequently?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
The sheer amount of gum you ate says otherwise.
There was a little bit of gum. It was a little bit of gum.
It wasn't a little bit. It was a lot of it.
It was a really large amount.
And it was very delicious. What were you saying?
Right, so let's get back to the business of 2 being stuck in that bag. Should we maybe try pulling him up?
Yeah, probably.
All right. So Hack is going to go over and kind of peer down into the bag, which I assume is just sitting there on the thing, and the rope is kind of disappearing. And I'm imagining it's just a vast, empty blackness with no sign of.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, 2, can you hear me down there?
How far are you going to be down?
It's a really long rope.
It's a really long
It's
rope.
a really long rope.
Yeah, you're like almost at the end of it. So you hear like a faint, like, sound. It's
Oh.
not really anything that you can make out.
How long is this rope again?
I think it's a, how did 2 describe it? A really long rope.
Oh,
It's longer than 50 foot.
so it's a really okay. Alrighty. You know what? Let's just. I don't know. It's been too long, and I'm a little weirded out. So I'm just gonna grab this.
Right, let's try pulling up.
Yeah, we're gonna team up.
Up.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. Maybe you should sit this one out.
No, I can do it.
You should sit this
I
one
can
out.
I can do it. I can do it.
You know what? While Broker and I are pulling up the rope, we need someone who's absolutely stone cold sober to keep watch.
I can do that.
Ah,
I'm the best fit for that.
Yeah, because I'm super gone right now.
Okay.
God, whatever. Let's go.
Great, okay.
We're gonna pull two back out of that bag.
Do you want to do this as a teamwork?
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Great.
go. I have no idea what this would count.
This is going to be physique. This
All
is
right.
absolutely
Physique or athletics?
physique. No, this is a physique.
all right.
And I'm gonna say you need to hit a 6.
Woo! Collective 6. Okay.
So you get +1 if you both have physique.
So what do you got?
I got +3.
Okay,
in your
I have a
physique?
+1.
Great,
so you
cool.
get
So
+1.
then, yeah, you should roll.
All right.
So you get add a +1 to your roll
Yes.
because of teamwork.
So I add a total of +4 because of my +3.
Yeah.
My skill ranking +1 because of the.
Correct. And if you roll and
Teamwork.
need another invoke, I would perhaps suggest Grown Fond of 2.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, that would be a very good one. Oh.
That's a +2 on the dice, so it's a total of +6,
6, which
+6.
is a tie. So
It's a-
you'll get a minor cost.
No, we want 2 back because I am fond of the little shite.
Great. Excellent. Okay. So we'll say
2, get back up here!
So that gives us, what is that exactly numbers wise?
It's going to be an 8.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a yank. I don't know. Did you put it around your center? Did you like?
Yeah, it was like
okay.
around his center. That's why he was like
Little-
knocked out of breath a little bit. When he landed. He was like, "Ah."
and you feel it yanking up, and it's like like a cartoon where you're in the middle of you, kind of like bang your head on your feet.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
It's really floppy.
Really floppy. And eventually, everybody pulls you out. There's not even like a cool moment where everyone falls down, gasping. Everyone's just like, "Wow, you're out of the bag."
I like
now."
to think that we just pull you out and we're like, hey.
Why was that so hard to
Scruff of
pull?
the neck.
Now, just a moment here, because 2, you may have noticed, is not terribly large, and you and I are both rather strong individuals. Why was it so difficult to get 2 out of that bag?
Well, that's a good question. 2, how you feeling?
Because,
Very bright.
Let me just set him down.
all right, so the important question, were you able to breathe in there, and will my incredibly beautiful plan work as far as putting the bugs and Broker in there?
And Broker. That's
Wait,
right.
whoa, I forgot that I was going
That
in.
was part of the plan, was
Yeah,
that Broker
no,
would
no,
stay
no,
in there
no,
to keep
no.
the animals calm.
To
Yeah.
wrangle the mounts.
So just for good.
I mean, I didn't not breathe, but I it was really dark. But the bigger problem is it just goes on.
Wait.
Right, but when you take something out of the bag, you don't reach all the way to the bottom of the bag. You reach in and it's just right there, right?
Yeah.
So would that not also work for...
Well, I mean, you guys were trying to reach in and get me, and
Well,
you
we
said
were
it was-
pulling the rope, I
Also,
guess.
we're not you. It's your bag.
Yeah, but it goes on for there's no surface. It goes on forever.
That's really weird. Cool.
I mean, I was
Weird.
dangling, and it was.
All right, so
I
if you think
didn't
it's a
see
bad
any of the
idea,
things.
just say so you don't have to worry about hurting my feelings. It was just the best plan I've come up with since we started this mission. But that's all right, that's all right. I'm sure there's another plan that's better.
I mean, we could
don't
throw him
really
in there.
wanna
I don't
go-
know if we're ever gonna get him out.
Hey, I don't want to go in there. That ain't cool.
I was just saying, like that on the comment of the bet. It's not a best. We might need to think of a different plan.
All right, then in that case, our best plan right now is just going to scout out the stables, right? We got to see what's up in those royal stables. Make sure that we actually have a way in and out. Thank you for being on my side for once.
Did you see anyone while you were keeping watch?
Not a soul.
Good, good. Excellent work, Tenerife.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
We shall, when we find the king, I
Creepy
shall
little smile.
request a commendation for you.
Yeah, I think you can probably tone it down a little bit.
All right.
I think you're good. Let's just go up to the stables. I think we,
You okay? Okay. Think so.
All right, I'm just going to grab Tenerife by the scruff just to start dragging.
Ow, ow, ow.
Let's go, let's
I'm coming,
go.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
We got to get up to the surface. Let's do it. We're going up the surface.
Okay.
But we got to stay hidden, so that's going to be kind of an issue.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
I feel like I heard that line before, but I don't. Oh, whoa. What?
what's
I didn't realize
that?
there was a dot trap down here.
What's that?
Makes sense, though. You were supposed to be keeping lookout.
I have big clunky boots.
I mean,
You've probably grown acclimated to the sound they make, but anyone else here in a clank, clank, clank will know that we're coming.
all right.
Sneaking is not something I'm able to do very well. And
Fine,
I'm sorry
fine,
about
fine.
that.
Do you want to come with?
Sure.
Two of us seemed to do it pretty well last time.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. So, you babysit, and we will be right back. Don't kill him. Oh wait, you can't. I forgot. I'm going up to the surface.
Following slowly.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. Thank you, Tenerife. Okay, cool. Tenerife and Hack.
Yes.
I imagine Tenerife can't sit still. No. So we're wandering closer and closer to the underground stables that Broker had mentioned was nearby. And when you get closer, you see a short, stocky, warm-toned fairy who has no wings but wears an acorn hat.
Okay.
Just kind of hanging out. There's, this is a very interesting choice I've made. So
Dramatic.
there's only a handful of bugs in this stable. It's not super well fleshed out. That's not what I meant to say, but there's bugs in there. They don't have flesh. So there's just two beetles. One you can kind of see has major cracks in its carapace, and then there's one centipede who looks so old, ancient, and there's no praying mantis. Those are like the most common accepted mounts in Diction. So it's just a really small stable. It's fallen apart. All of the toothpicks that make up the pillars are like cracked and brown, like really dark brown, and there's old gum wrapper that was like the banner that's so there's like it's the metals come off of it, so it's just that like paper underneath, and it's really faded. And that's what you see from where you're at. You don't have to wander there, but you can wander back. But that's what's in the area you're in right now.
Right.
This is a dump.
Can we stop wandering around? We should probably stay back by where they left us so that when they come back, they know where to find us. If you're going to keep wandering all over the place there, they're never going to be able to find us, and then we'll be stuck down here forever.
Oh, okay. I was just looking for another option. I know that these mounts are very old. I mean, that centipede. Every time it moves, all of its little legs crack with its arthritis. It's like, just sounds like a maracas or something.
And you find that funny?
A little bit.
They call me a horrible person.
So you're saying that we should just go back and wait for Sweet Little Two and Broker? Or just wait until they come back? Don't we have more to offer than just like waiting? And I believe the term was babysit.
I did not
babysitting
use
me?
that term.
I know you did not. But is that all you are? A babysitter.
No.
No?
No, there is
You're-
literally no one in all of Diction who would trust me with their child.
I believe it. I think, I don't know, maybe we should explore and find a, something else.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Like, what else do you have in mind?
Well, I heard that maybe there would be other, what are they called? Vendors, other vendors in the area. Should we check out a market? I feel like that's something we could do.
Check out a market. What would you possibly be wanting to shop for?
Well, I
Right,
I'm
we're
looking
not
for-
going to any marketplace. Here, go look at the centipede over there. Make fun of it, make little japes about its creaky legs if you want, but we're not going looking for any more sugar.
What are you insinuating?
I'm insinuating that you're a sugar addict. You're a junkie.
Tenerife just walks over to the centipede.
And the fairy, who is just kind of like sitting on a stool that leaned back, hands behind his head, goes, that one I'll let you have, I don't know, a couple favors and some imagination.
He wants to sell us a centipede.
Tell us a little bit about this centipede then.
Well, the rumor is that the pedigree is quite extensive, and it comes from a long line of royal centipedes.
What's all that? What's all that clacking I'm hearing?
Well, probably the centipede.
It's the royal joints, right?
I'm not sure I quite understand there, Philip, but you know, who am I to argue with a potential customer?
What kind of favors? Do we want a
We
centipede?
don't really want this centipede.
Okay.
We're
Do you have
in
any?
the process of finding better mounts elsewhere, unless you gave us a really excellent deal on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my best deal.
That's your best deal? I
First
think that's a
time
hard pass for
customer.
us, isn't it?
Well, I mean, first-time customers get the good deals.
It looks a bit old and rickety.
Well, is there not value to old and rickety?
No, trust me, there is not.
Oh, interesting.
I could speak.
Sounds like Rob.
Oh wait, I broke character there for a
Oh
second.
no, I didn't give you that fourth wall. Well, perhaps I could interest you in one of my beetles.
Tell me about these beetles over here then.
Well, they were also from the same dealer who gave me good pedigrees. I have it on good authority that they've come from some noble breeders. They've, seen a rider or two, but, who hasn't?
Hack goes up and, without having any idea what he's doing, he's doing like, when somebody is checking out a
Inspects
horse,
a horse, yeah.
checking his mandibles, I guess, they don't have teeth to look at, lifting up their little leg, and, trying to look authoritative, but clearly has no idea what he's doing. Well, I'd say this one here has, looks like he's got a bit of gout, perhaps.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know beetles got gout.
Oh, yes. I mean, certainly you're not an expert like I am, but clearly this is a lame beetle. I would be surprised if it was worth more than, what's the smallest amount of imagination you can give someone and still have it count for anything?
Yeah, a thimble of.
Yeah, it's probably not even worth a single thimble's worth.
Since you're not from around these parts,
No, I am not.
then perhaps you might want to be a little more kind to the locals.
The locals have not been very kind to me, so I feel disinclined to return the sentiment.
What a shame. There's some very interesting people in these parts.
Really?
Oh, yes. Have you met Bobble?
Yes, we did. We did, in fact, meet Bobble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very, very eccentric character.
Yes.
It's a good representation of this area of the underground.
That speaks volumes.
What happens if when no one buys these mounts?
Oh, they'll buy them.
Oh, okay.
I already have 5 offers on the centipede.
Oh.
But you're here right now, so I'm happy to take a cut to get a new centipede in. I'm offering you a deal. You get a centipede that 5 other people want, and all I ask is 2 favors and a little bit of, consumable imagination.
I say no.
Can I? All right. Hear me out. What if you stay here and you watch and make sure that nothing crazy happens when I buy the beetle centipede?
I got 2 beetles, a centipede, and at some point I'll have a mantis in here.
at some point, but not right now.
Well, I got somebody out and about. I don't know when they'll be back. It's a buyer's market.
Okay.
Sucks.
We're in the underground. What do you want?
No, it's so perfect.
What favors do you want? I'll think about it. Tell me a little bit of these favors.
Oh, the favors are redeemable at a different time.
So you take them out now.
Now,
Favors later.
if you'd like, happy to offer 4 favors and no imagination.
This does not seem like a favorable deal to us. If I'm being completely honest here.
I love the bartering system of this entire kingdom. It works very well for me.
How about,
Yeah.
what if, would you be willing to trade the 2 beetles for... Oh, wait. Do we know that you have 2 packs of sugar?
I feel
They were
like
huge,
they're
right? They were
huge.
Big.
and
You were wearing them as like purses.
Yeah, it
But
was
like,
like
if
a-
you've hidden them under your sparkly vest, that's up to you.
that was huge. So like 10 thinks maybe they're hiding it, but it's
Yeah, but
not
you're
hidden
so-
Clearly
at all.
obvious that there are
You're
2
Okay.
sugar
so
packets.
crossfaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, would you be willing to trade those 2 beetles for, say, 2 packets of sugar?
Do what?
Oh my god.
Well, I think I'd still need at least 1 favor, but you know, we could call it half a favor. One
yeah.
of you could
Do
do
you
it.
have packets of sugar?
No, but you did it right there.
I-
They told you your vest is sticking out this far because you got 2 giant packs of sugar under your vest. Your vest is not very big.
It's really like spilling out.
Oh no.
You did not do a very good job of hiding them. I mean, they're clearly packets of sugar and they're clearly just like barely covered by the vest. Now, how badly do you want those beetles?
I do kind of want the beetles, but
that one's named Rose.
Ah,
that was my great grandmother, adopted grandmother's name, Rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could tell that about you.
Yeah, you
You
could.
have a rose aura about you.
And or you can see my aura.
I know. I meant like a vibe, like
Oh,
a
vibe.
Yeah, like you give off. My great grandmother was Rose. It's very powerful.
I'm so happy we met.
I good to meet you. And my name's Slick.
Yeah. Yeah,
Why
that's
you
about right.
slick?
Hello. And like his palm is like really oily. Just
wow.
like
Literally
very slick.
That's his only shirt.
Sorry, Hack. I'm gonna get these.
Yeah.
It takes
And-
all the smoky
oh,
stuff.
wow. Wow, you got the grade A stuff.
Oh, the great.
Well, I mean,
Well, maybe it should be worth all of the amounts
grades
here.
start at S for some reason, so
It's a tier list.
which I don't understand. But I'm not a gamer, so
Time to go home and make a sugar tier list.
How about
I can't. Oh, I thought we were not gonna be funny this episode.
I got all my coughing out, I guess.
Okay, great.
how about 1 packet of sugar? And yeah, and we'll just take it amount for our sugar.
2 favors, but only from you, cause you've got an aura about you. I can trust you.
Sold, Slick.
I'll ask you for those favors later. I'll probably send one of my kids to you. You'll see it. You'll get them. They all wear acorns. They're
Okay.
it's a very recognizable hat.
Branding. It's branding, you know?
It's branding. I call them Slick's acorn hats. I'm workshopping the name. I'm patenting it.
Oh, okay. Great.
Great. Well, here's your beetles. If you want, I'll even throw in a harness for free.
Let's do it.
All right,
I
here's
want.
the harness. It's made out of like twist ties, that come on like bread bags.
Yeah.
So around these 2 beetles. They can be any kind of beetle you want. I'm picturing a rhinoceros beetle because I think they're neat.
Cool. Okay.
But yeah, now you got 2 beetles, and we're gonna find out about these beetles here really quick.
So excited for you guys to realize that we got way better mounts, and you don't need those at all.
I mean, have we got there yet? No, we have not. So
We'll have to see.
you'll have to see. Okay, great. I'm gonna pause that scene there. We feel good about that. Great. Have the 2 beetles. I'm so glad we met Slick. I like him. Okay, great. Do you, I'm here. It's not. We didn't even get that far in, and I'm
Y'all good?
already very hot, very sweaty. Did you take that extra? You took that extra, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Took your opposite.
Unrelated to anything, but I was just thinking about it. Yes.
So we're done?
Your scene is over. I'm going to switch over here to 2 and Broker, who you've entered up through a safe house. There's nobody in it. It's very easy exit, and you are peering around the corner at the royal stables. It's a very clean, crisp stable. It's made out of popsicle sticks, like sawed very cleanly. There's intricate paintings on it. Somebody, artiste, was having a good time, but there's also the kingdom seal on it, like very clear. And it's a smallish stable. There's a couple of them throughout the kingdom, and I'll say there's also one like in Oratory Castle. So this is like in an emergency, a guards fey needs to grab them out. They're gonna just run to one of these stables, and it's guarded by 2 fairies. They are wearing very crisp uniforms. One of them has bright pink hair, and one of them has soft raven hair. They have very sharp features, and they're both slightly younger.
That makes sense.
So that's what you see as you peer around the corner there.
Well, I mean, it's only 2 of them, but it is out in the open, which ain't exactly good for us. There's got to be windows around this thing, though, right? Most stables tend to have them near the top.
I mean, usually, yeah.
I'm gonna try to peer out a little further just to see if there's any windows. But if not, we're gonna have to go back around, like probably behind it or something like that, if possible.
I will let you spend a fate point to have a window if you would like to have a window.
Yeah, I think we need one.
Great, cool. Skylight, side lights, there's a bunch of windows. You got all kinds of windows. Each stall has a window. The center aisles have a window. I've been in stables before.
Yeah, there's a good number.
I'm going to be murdered by
That helps
somebody.
us get in.
2
How-
people, I think.
How do we get out?
How are we going to leave?
Yeah.
I assume back through the windows.
How are we gonna get the mounts?
Right. That bag plan wasn't exactly in the cards, was it?
No. No.
I mean, I'm not gonna do this, but there's such a big part of me that wants to just burst out of there riding on a beetle. But yeah, no, probably not gonna do that.
I mean, it would depend how fast they could go and, how quickly we could get away and how many are there.
Yeah, beetles don't tend to be the fastest. If we wanted to do that, we definitely want to make sure we got a centipede.
If there were more, we could kind of just free them all and then take the ones we need.
You're telling me that the way that we're planning on doing this is that we are going to go in there and cause a stampede?
It'd be a great distraction.
I am so for it.
Oh no.
All right.
Hell, if they're looking at them, they ain't looking at us, right?
Exactly.
That
is
seems like
scholar
a
break again.
good idea. All right, so here's my thought. We get in near the back part of the stable.
Okay.
Make sure there's nobody around that way.
Makes sense.
We'll try to sneak in, try to see what we can figure out. And if there's anybody nearby, we either need to sneak around them or probably just quickly knock them out.
I mean, we can just sneak in through it and try to ignore them, try to distract them if we need to. But why would they have? They have 2 people in the front.
Well, they might have stable hands.
True.
Yeah, you never know.
True.
Hey, let's give it a shot.
All
If you
right.
find anybody, can you like that grappling hook of yours? Can you just use it to grapple, or can you kind of like, if you need to?
I'm going to teach you how to laugh.
I can't say I've ever tried.
Well, I mean, just in case things don't go well, when you do that, they can't exactly yell out to get their god friends.
Okay.
So, food for thought.
All right.
Hopefully we won't have to use it, though.
Okay.
Do you know how to lasso?
I know how to grapple.
We could probably turn that thing into a lasso, at least briefly. Just
Okay.
quick. Anyways, we'll do it later when we have a mounts. Let's go see what they got.
All right.
So we're gonna go around the side, and we're gonna climb up the wall, and we're gonna see if we can peer in. Because
Sure.
usually the windows are a little bit up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say you could even just get on the top of the stable. I will say the stable's backed up against a wall, so like it comes out into an open paddock area, and the guards are kind of in the front.
All right.
Before that area, they have to let people down the road, essentially. So you would need to take the really long way around to get to the side, and you can climb all the way up to the top and be on top of a skylight here,
All right.
looking down. What would you like to see?
I mean,
It's a well-stocked stable. The thing about mounts in the kingdom is mantis are typically desired for their grace and beauty, so they're not really like a guards fey type mount bug. They can be, but more of like a procession. Beetles are desired for their protective exoskeletons and endurance, so they're good for like long travel, which sometimes out of Oratory City into further into Diction might happen. And then centipedes are desired for their dexterity and speed.
well, I know what I'm hoping for,
Yeah, what
but
are
I
you
don't
hoping
think
for?
it's there.
Well, certainly that's not there because that's not an official royal
No,
mount.
they wouldn't want them.
They would not want them, no.
But spiders aside,
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely hoping that they have a couple of very, very sturdy-looking beetles.
Sure, absolutely.
We don't need to go pretty right now. We just need to have something tough.
Something tough and wouldn't necessarily be noticed right away.
I would love if they had a rhino beetle. Those things are so good at just tossing other ones out of the way.
Huh.
Oh yeah. You ever rid before?
I mean, I've ridden bugs before.
All right. Not a lot though.
No, I've not ridden a lot. No.
Well, if we can get these damn things out of the city, we won't have a lot of time to learn.
Fair enough.
I can teach you a trick or two.
All right.
All right.
Let me just Google beetles real quick.
The,
Just real quick.
the rhino beetles are the ones with the big ol' horn. on the
Yeah,
front.
I'm gonna say that you get there's a stag beetle, which is similar.
Very similar,
Okay,
Yeah. But not a because I said rhino beetle for the ones in the underground. And a firefly.
Just a straight up firefly.
There's a bunch of
You would not
stag
believe
beetles,
your
stag beetles, and there's like 3 fireflies.
Are they're actual fire like?
Yeah.
How big are they compared to the beetles? They've got to be really small,
They're
right?
smaller,
Yeah.
but like size is relative.
But they're flying mounts because they're
yeah.
fireflies.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't exactly subtle.
No. Plus, I mean, you know, if we're trying to go more durable, then they probably would not be it.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Okay, I think we go with the beetles.
All right.
We how many people are in here?
Inside? Good question. We'll consult the crab.
Oh, great crowd.
Oh, great crab.
Oh, great crab!
And I'm gonna multiply it by 2.
Oh, 8.
8!
Apparently.
Huzzah! Thank you.
And they're all stable hands.
There are a handful of guards fey. There's some stable hands. There's some looks that look like partners of the guards fey. So, people, citizens.
Right, that makes sense.
They're
All
just
right.
admiring.
So
Oh, darling, I can't believe you've gone out for it again as a guard today. But I must look at your beetle.
I hate those types. All right.
It's so ridiculous.
So we are trying to cause a stampede.
Yes.
The best way to do that is what? I mean, probably just undoing all the padlocks.
I mean, yeah. That would probably be the easiest way is just undoing them all and then
Making a real loud noise.
yeah.
Do we have any real loud noises? I mean, I could shout, but I don't know if that's going to carry that far.
Shouting. Gonna open up, pull out the clip from earlier and be like, these can be really loud if you
How?
have something in between them and they snap.
Oh.
They snap really loud. Anyone who has never used a claw clip before, those snap so loud.
Yeah. Okay.
Do a 360, Hannah.
So
A butterfly funny.
It's
we are
really
going
cute.
to sneak in there, make sure that we are not seen, undo all of the locks to all of the different beetles and all the different bugs in general, and then you're gonna snap a hair clip, and they're gonna all run.
I mean, yeah.
Nah, I'm down. We're just gonna have to make sure that we secure our mounts first. Are there any that are outside the stables right now, or are they all? in
Yeah,
there?
there's a handful in the paddock that are being fed.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what bugs eat. I don't know what I think about it.
I don't know. Grass.
Yeah, well,
Leaves.
you know.
Oh, we got
Fully.
some dung beetles over there.
No. Flag on the play. All right. So yeah. So there's. I mean, I'm gonna say there's like a bunch of them, inside, outside. At
Now-
some point, you're watching, and a guards fay comes in and unmounts and puts it in a stable. So it's active.
Here's a question. In the outer area, there's like a fence around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is there like a gate?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I know if beetles can jump?
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know enough about real bugs.
I mean, I'm a
so
wrangler. I would know.
You would know. I don't know anything about bugs.
Some bugs can.
Yeah, I don't know if beetles typically jump, but we'll say so. Some of them have little wingies that they can like fly. So
Yeah.
same as we'll just use horse rules. This is gonna go really well for me. So yeah, so like horses could jump over a fence if the need called for it. They're
If
not.
they're in a panic frenzy.
Yeah,
being
they're
guided
not
to.
going to like on Poipus, but
All
they
right.
can.
So, given that there's 8 people in the stable, and given that there's a bunch of them outside, we should probably go to the ones outside first and
Okay.
secure our 2.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, latch them onto a fence or something.
Okay.
Because we need we need to make sure they don't leave.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, let's do that first. Let's go try to find an area where there ain't people around.
In the stables?
In the
Paddock.
outside paddock.
Oh,
It is broad daylight right now.
it is
right?
broad daylight.
So we kind of stand out.
Yep.
You're blue and I'm wearing all black.
Yeah. So
Love it,
sure,
man.
far edges. The far edges of the paddock kind of back up to some edges of market stalls that aren't being used right now. So there's like a little area. There you can see that one of the guards fay had like done a round and just kind of left.
All right.
So
Do we see a couple of beetles we can take?
from the edge of the paddock, yeah, sure.
All right. I'm gonna quickly hop the fence.
Okay.
Obviously, trying to stay low. Trying to, if there is shade at all, because you said we're near market stall, so maybe there's
Yeah, maybe there's some.
something. I'm going to get up to 1. Obviously, I'm not going to sneak up on it because that'll startle it. So I will sort of enter its vision from
Sure.
a little ways away, and kind of very gently approach it so that I can make sure that it's not about to run or freak out.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to try to put a hand on it and just sort of, hey there, how you feeling today?
Okay.
Just be real gentle with
Real
it.
nice with it. Real niceies. I'm gonna say this feels like an overcome to me. And you have a mount skill.
I do.
Yeah. If you want to just do it a straight, we'll say that that's I don't know, 3.
All right, let's give this a roll. All right, so that ended up being a +1, and my mount skill is +3, so that should be a +4.
Great. So that's a success at a shift of 1,
Right.
or 2.
Can I actually spend a fate point to increase that?
Yeah, you want to succeed with style?
So I have the stunt Whoa There, which is a +2 to checks made to communicate with or persuade a mount.
Great, I love it.
So I want to succeed with style.
Succeed with style, which means you get a boost. So what do you want to name this boost?
It's gonna be.
Because this is gonna be something we can invoke, and I know boosts are pretty transient. I'll let it live until we use it,
Yeah.
since you're gonna keep them out with you.
It's just gonna be something along the lines of attached beetle.
Okay, great, I love it.
You just gotta treat them right, and
gotta
then they
treat
love
'em
you.
right.
They're very affectionate creatures, which is
Beetles?
bad when they have gigantic mandibles. But you know, you just stand at their side.
All right, I am labeling this as a boost here, just so we don't forget. But that's our boost that you get on the mount,
All
which
right.
I like. 2, are you copying Broker?
I am attempting
Trying to get wide.
Just trying to put the hood over, of course, and like trying to watch him and be like, okay, so there's that. Like watching what you do.
Yeah, so I'm just sort of like gently petting the one.
And going to try to scoot over to the other one and.
Are you sure you want to do this on your own?
Well, we're trying to be fast. Plus the guard's gonna come around soon.
All right, I gotta make sure this one don't run. She seems affectionate though.
Okay.
Great. Same thing. I'll have you do it at a 3.
Be careful. Do you have any mount skill at
Nope.
all? God. Okay.
Nope. Wee. This is
Net 0.
net 0.
Okay.
Any chance I can assist?
Yeah, I mean, we can do a teamwork if you wanted to do, just roll on top of that. So what I would say is you would add your score to the 0.
So I just have my +3?
Yeah.
Oh, well-
like roll a roll.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say with the teamwork.
Whatever I roll, I will add to the 3.
Yeah.
Or add to the 0.
Yes,
I'm
correct.
trying. There we go.
It's currently just a +1. But again, as I am a spider wrangler, I think it's fair that I've worked with a lot of different insects and
Are
I've
you
wrangled a lot.
invoking that?
And I would like to invoke that.
Yeah,
yes.
cool. Spend a fate point.
So I think what's going to happen is that as you are trying to like get into close to it, it's probably going to start like rearing back, and they get all aggressive. They pinch a lot.
Yeah.
So
and
I
I
think,
really bend my ears back and do just the guys and look.
Hey, no, you got to make yourself look bigger. You
Oh
got.
my God.
I'm gonna quickly like grab the rope that's on my belt and quickly sort of over it, so that right as it's like about to bite too, I kind of like rear its head to the side. Sure. Nope. You ain't doing that. Not right now. We're in a rush.
Did you succeed at a 1? Is that what it was? Or at a what was your?
So I would have just been a +2 since I'm invoking that. Yes.
well,
rolled a
you
one.
what did
I
you
rolled
roll
a total of 1.
1, and then.
And my mount skill is 3, so that would have been 4.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll say, but you're adding 2 to that. So that would give you a shift of 3.
Yes.
So succeed with style. Great. You can get another boost.
Perfect.
Why don't we call this second boost friend of 2?
Yeah, no, that works. Or
Alright.
it could be that it's rowdy.
Yeah.
Could be a fighter.
Well, that's not an advantage for you.
That-
I mean, maybe it's a fighter. Maybe it can help us.
Let's stick with friend of 2, and you can have the flavor of it feisty.
The feisty one.
I love the feistiness. I don't see that being an advantage here. Okay, cool. So there's our second
Hell yeah.
boost here. Cool. I am going to say that you have your beetles. They like you. They're doing their thing, and you can see very quickly guard. One of the ones that you originally had seen when you first scouted is now doing a round towards you.
Luckily,
Very quickly.
beetles are very big and also usually dark colors. So we're just going to duck behind one of them.
Oh, you're hiding behind the beetles.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
I'll be like, this way. Kind of like cause it to turn a little bit.
Roll me a stealth of. I'll put it at. Actually, no. I have stats for these guys. I forgot. Yay! Oh, that's right. They've got high notices.
Well, I have high stealth, so.
So that's
I
great.
have stealth too.
You can stealth however you want. I don't know why I'm getting my dice out because you can't see what I'm doing. Great. I'm gonna roll Guardsfey Reese and Guardsfey Hibiscus.
Ooh.
Thank you.
They've got
Wow.
names.
They've got names at a notice of 2. So go ahead. Somebody that's not in the scene can roll for me since I can't. My arms are not that long.
Okay.
God,
They've got a
you
notice
fuck
of
me over.
+2.
Huzzah!
Damn it.
2.
Why are you celebrating?
Complications are good.
Yeah. So they've got
it's a
a
4 total.
4 total. So you've got to beat a 4.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. What's your stealth score?
Mine is a +2.
Okay, I have a +4 to stealth. So are we? Well, I guess we have to do it individually since we're sneaking.
You're behind your own individual mounts.
That ain't great. That's a -1. It ends up being a 3.
Okay. So that's under.
Yeah, it's gonna fail.
You could invoke them.
Yeah,
That's
you do
a
have
2.
you do
Yeah.
have a
You were hiding behind the beetle, so you could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
invoke
what's
that for
yeah,
free.
I think I would definitely want to invoke that.
cool. So we're just adding up.
I'm just gonna add the +2.
+2. Cool.
Yes.
So that gets you at a success, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you
What's definitely happening is that like as I'm trying to hide behind the thing, it's like shuffling pretty slowly because they're beetles. They're
Yeah.
just like a little stocky. And as I try to get down behind the thing, I'm just like shh, 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 and I kind of like pat it on the shell and it just goes. It just kind of lets its legs drop, so it's just laying down.
It's doing a sploot.
Yeah.
Are you invoking yours? Okay. What does that put you at?
That would put me at a 4.
Out of 4. Okay, so that's a tie, which means you overcome at a minor cost.
Okay.
And I will say in this particular situation that I don't think the minor cost has anything to do with the guards facing you. I think it's just a matter of maybe, I don't know, you get scratched by the beetle or, poked in the eye,
Let's just- you're torturing poor Two's eyes. Why?
Well, it's you're small.
yeah.
You are small.
small.
It's a valid observation.
When you're a smaller individual, sometimes things are eye level and you get poked in them often.
This pony just hides his feeling.
Just gonna grab your head and kind of push it down a little bit, just to make sure that your ears aren't like peeking over the
Oh,
side.
he has the hood on. He has the hood on.
Yeah, the hood's on. Great. Okay. So they walk past. One of them whistles. I can't actually whistle, so imagine somebody whistling.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I was waiting for Rob to do it.
Perfect.
So, no incident, and you are on the other side of the fence. That I will say there's like a really small area between like a corner and the edge of the market stall that the paddock opens onto the cobblestone that you could like jump and land if you wanted to.
Okay, so we could in fact jump out of there.
Yeah. And I will say that there's nothing seeming to stop you to be able to make that
Yeah.
particular leap.
It would just be that we would be jumping, so people would probably see us. Yeah. I mean, we could leave right now, but I think we need that distraction. Yeah. All right. Let's head back on over there.
All right.
Let's try to stay in the shadows. I'm gonna probably rope the two of them to like the fence so that they're like still close. I'm trying to make it not obvious. I'll kind of like angle them away so they're just kind of like munching on leaves. But I'm going to sort of sneak back over the fence and we're gonna go back around to the front of the stable.
Okay.
Or not the front, the side.
The side. Yeah. Sure.
Get back on the roof and look down.
Sure.
She's just gonna go the more top way to
Yeah.
swinging over through
Oh.
and then landing on top and be like, okay.
So, we have any ideas on the best way to unlock a whole bunch of locks all at once?
Well, I mean, could use, imagination.
I was thinking that too. I've only used imagination to open a few doors occasionally, not a bunch at once.
I haven't used it to do a bunch at once, but if we unlock them first and then have them go poof,
Okay.
then the gates are open and then we make the sound.
Right, but the problem is we still need to go in there and we still need to open them. That's the issue.
That's true.
I mean,
Would they break through gates that were unlocked but not opened?
yeah, I think so.
Then we just unlock them and not try to open them, and then we make the noise, and then they burst through themselves. That way they wouldn't know as they're unlocking.
Gonna take out one of my scrolls.
Okay.
I'm just undoing that really quick and I'm just like, give me a sec, okay? This is stressing me out.
Okay.
I need a hit.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Drinking all the words up off the page. You just see him like touch it with those like black fingernails and just sort of pull it out.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
I feel much better. Yeah.
Cool.
Any chance you're there? No. All right.
Are you using it?
No.
Okay.
Just a general check.
All right. All right, broker.
Have
You can
another
check.
friend?
No, it's an in-cap thing. You wouldn't understand.
Okay.
All right. Let's sneak in then. You want to go left? I'll go right.
Sure.
There we go.
Oh, we're going inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to. We got to unlock those gates.
But we don't gotta go inside. We can unlock them with imagination.
I'm real damn low on imagination right now.
I'm not.
They didn't exactly let me have a whole bunch of it when I was in prison.
We need to fix that.
Well, yeah, that's why we're going to the factory.
Yeah. Well, that's not why we're going back anyway.
Oh, right, I forgot. We were like supposed to be looking
Okay.
into something. I wanted to just take a bunch of it.
So 2 is going to. I feel like I'm being bullied and I'm not even here.
So 2 is going to work on unlocking the locks with imagination.
I will give you a compel, a fate point to accept me compelling the game aspect of Imagination Runs Wild.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, I feel like that was really circular.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fate point. You will get, because it complicates your life,
Okay.
if you accept that when you use the imagination, it does something that you don't expect it to do because of the game aspect. Imagination Runs Wild, which is technically always on here,
How
even though I
many
don't have
fate
it on.
points do you have? I mean, we really need this to work.
I know.
You can refuse the compel.
I'm gonna refuse.
Okay, great. You refuse to compel. We're showcasing the variety of things you can do in this game.
Because
Just
we-
because
we've-
2 is actually focused.
Sure. Listen, I
And this is
present
this-
complications. You do not have to accept them.
This is a serious
That
matter.
is that is the point of the game.
So I'm definitely like crouching down, like ready to like slip in there, and then
Wait.
give it a
I
roll.
just okay.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Wow,
What
that
are
was
you
a
even
very
rolling?
neutral.
Burglary? You roll
Yeah, it would be
burglary.
burgle. It would be
Burgle?
burgling.
He's burgling.
You gotta
Burgling.
You gotta burgle the turts at a 5.
Well,
You've got to have something, right?
if you're doing all of the locks in the entire stable.
not doing all of them.
Okay,
Going
if you're
through
doing
like a
one,
few at a time.
time, I will give it to you at a 2.
Okay, I have a 3.
Okay, so
So-
success at a 1.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is going to be. This is why I'm giving you this option. I'm gonna throw up. Excuse me.
You okay?
I am so stressed for no reason. I don't know why.
I feel like you're more stressed than we
I
are.
know,
We're doing
I'm-
the crazy shit.
I know.
We're like, so how's this plan gonna work? And Freddie's like,
Let me just say, the Scholar Brig is still in lockdown.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah, and now the stables are gonna be unlocked, and half the city, from all
And the whole
Beatles.
kingdom. You're not going to be able to go anywhere because you're going to lock down everything.
Listen, if they're gonna make us criminals, we're gonna be fucking criminals.
If we lock down everything and then are outside, we don't have to worry about them coming after us while we're outside.
Exactly.
There are many areas of diction. Okay. I'm going to give you 1.
I'm sorry.
Those are all your stables.
okay.
So if you want to roll every single time, great. You're welcome to it.
to it.
I feel like 2 tries it and only 1 happens. He's like,
Were you trying to do all of them at once, or just the one?
Just I
All right.
need to focus.
and he's gonna go for it. He's gonna try to do them all. And you said that was a 6.
Yeah.
Just
If you're going to
tell
do them all
me-
at once, that's absolutely a 6.
Okay.
Tell me if you need help with anything. I don't really got a lot, but I'll try. Wow, again, another net neutral.
Why are we so neutral today?
We're very neutral today.
We're very neutral today. You know what? Gonna try it and also pop one of the elixirs.
Oh.
Sure.
This one is a forest green.
Okay.
Do you know what that does?
Nope.
Chugging it. No.
Chugs it. Does chugs it and was chugging it.
Okay.
What happens?
To help focus the imagination to what he's trying to do.
Okay. I'll let you use that as a invoke if you
Okay.
want to add a +2 or you want to roll again.
I've been rolling very neutral.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to use it as a +2, which would get me to a 5.
Okay, that's still under.
I know it's
You have
still under.
you have other things you can do. I'm also going to say you're going to take a mild consequence for drinking that elixir.
That's fair.
I think that's fair.
that's
Potion
fair.
sickness.
Sure, I love it. But just mild. This will resolve at
Can
the
I-
end of the scene.
Because we're doing a burglary-related action.
Yeah.
And I am an ex-con.
Yeah.
Can I invoke that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spend a fate point and add,
Yeah,
2 if
so-
we want to add +2.
I think what's going on is as you drink that thing, I'm just looking at you like, you are, that is absolutely insane. And I just see you, like as you're focusing on it, you're like tunnel vision really hard, and I just like, I think you're just like leaning into like the skylight,
I feel like he's leaning in and like the
I know, and
hands
I
are
just
glowing and everything.
grab
It's
the back
just
of the
like-
neck and just slowly pull you back, and I'm like, hey, steady, steady, steady.
So that was a 5.
Yes.
So that gets you to a 7. So
7.
that's a 1 success above. So that is a successful overcome action. So you've unlocked all the locks.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Ask me in 5 minutes. Unlocked. We're unlocked.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
Let's go get on the Beatles.
Yep.
Can you walk?
Fine.
And he gets ready and he's like,
Okay. We're gonna have to snap this while we're about halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Do you want? No, give it to me. I got it. I don't trust you with this right now.
It's a clip. You gotta snap it. That's it.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching Tenerife all morning, being fucking sugar high. I don't know what's happening to you.
I'm not high.
We'll talk about this later. And yeah, we're just gonna go to like the edge of the roof, I think.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna. It's like so you just kind of like
Just
let it go.
You just snap it. In.
Like into itself, you will like rip it in half.
Well, kind of rip it in half, but you gotta like go like.
All right. So you mean kind of like this?
You gonna break it?
I think so.
Oh. That doesn't seem advantageous to you.
No, you gotta. You gotta like snap it, and it makes a loud snap.
Okay, fine. Do it. It's clearly this isn't working. I already broke off 2 or 3 of the teeth.
Go up there. I'll get it.
All right, I'm gonna get the Beatles.
and he stretches it back like all the way, a little bit further than the clips are supposed to go.
So, Broker, you're going back around to the edge of the paddock.
Yeah. Is there
Okay.
any chance that there's like enough shadows in this paddock that I could sneak through them?
Sneak through the paddock?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm going back around.
Okay, cool.
So
Waits until he's about like half, 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah.
And then lets it snap.
Sure. There's a big cacophony. Your ears hurt really badly.
oh god, yeah, you're gigantic.
yeah.
ears.
So now you're really nauseous. You drank the potion and now your ears are ringing and you're just incredibly nauseous.
Please don't fall off the
No,
roof.
it's fine because I am going to use grappling hook, my stunt grappling hook, to make it through and do the cool fucking swooping through on my
Oh,
grappling
sure.
hook to
Absolutely.
make it there without.
Can you explain, go over your stunt again, just so we can all kind of bask in the glory of your stunt?
Absolutely, I can jump and then throw the grappling hook and catch myself with ease. It's just imagine Spider-Man just going through and then catching it on the air and then freeing it and then throwing it to the next arc and then going through. Just very smooth motion.
I wish I could see that, but
Yes.
I'm currently hiding.
No one
Yeah.
sees this
Yeah, no one
because
sees this.
it's also when I'm sneaking in this way, and if I have to make rolls, I have to use burglar instead of stealth. But
You don't have to make any rolls. No, you get through. Absolutely.
it's sneaky.
It's sneaky. It looks cool. Nobody
looks
sees
cool.
you.
No
How
one ever
cool-
sees it,
No
but it
one
looks
ever
so
sees how cool you
cool.
look too. No one ever does.
That's a shame.
Which is why people think you're just such a baby face.
Yeah, just a little guy. Just a little guy,
guy.
can't really do much, and he's doing all the cool shit, but off screen.
but
Yeah.
off screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
absolutely. So the loud sound happens, and all the bugs bust through the stable doors, and they are trying to be calmed down by some of the stable hands, and some of them get trampled. Some of them get. Some of them do a cool thing that I just saw a real cowboy do, where they
Ooh.
like jump on when the horse is moving so fast.
All right,
That's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool.
That is
some
pretty
of,
cool.
Some of the guards say are pretty cool.
Yeah. No, good for that guy.
Yeah, that is not one of the ones I here. Give me a name. I'll make it a cool guy.
The
Eh.
Hambucha.
Kombucha?
Kombucha.
Oh, yeah, great. Excellent. Kombucha's so cool, but also like, yeah.
Oh, that's a K. I thought it was an H.
Like
I thought it was
it's,
kombucha.
it's the beverage.
Well, no, I know, but I just thought somebody
Have
spelled it
you
differently.
seen my handwriting? It's never.
Yes.
It's
I'm-
it's
right
bad.
there.
It's terrible. So that one looks really cool. So some of them look neat.
Good for you,
Anyways,
kombucha.
Kombucha is a
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like
really
the
top
sound.
tier,
go-
guards say.
Yeah. I feel like
on
the
track
sound
to
goes,
be a
though.
captain.
You end up like you
Yes.
end up there shortly after the sound, and then I just plop down beside you.
Yeah,
and
I'm like hushing one of the Beatles because it's all skittish now, and you just appear. Wait,
Let's go.
how did? What? Okay. Anyways, yeah,
everything
you're right.
is all right. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm gonna start untying the Beatles.
Sure.
real quick.
I'm gonna say we have an aspect on the scene called Stampede, that I think is just really important to acknowledge here.
On this side of the table, we have the normal people who go and try to purchase their steeds. On this side of the table, Stampede.
Stampede.
Yeah. Which is funny because you purchased it from like the worst guy.
I just really liked Slick. There's something about it.
he just
something
had that
about it.
personality.
He did.
Of a car
And
salesman.
when,
I wanted to help him out, you know?
and when Grandma Rose the beetle looked at
I-
you with those sad beetle dog
exactly.
eyes.
How could I refuse?
What did I say? 2 favors? 3 favors? I don't remember.
One favor because the sugar.
Correct.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sugar and the 1 favor.
And
Okay.
you would send their children
yeah.
to collect.
All right.
Okay,
So-
so you now have to get from the top area where you're at in Oratory City to back into the underground.
Yes. Now, would I be aware of? There's got to be a way to get them down there. I know there has to be because people have them down there.
Yeah.
So would I be aware of? There must be some paths down here that have some kind of like bigger open area.
Sure.
Where am I? There it is. That's like, where's my underground map?
Yeah.
Would I assume that it would be near some of these large entrances that we have marked on the map?
You can pick one because I have most of them where you had to get through the safe house to get into the big entrance. So it was kind of
Right.
like a small opening to go into a larger opening, but I will give you one
Okay.
that you can pick, and I'm going to say it's not near where you're at.
No, because if we're over here roughly, it's probably like this one.
Great. Mark it.
Is that where we entered? I don't think it's where we entered. Yeah. So this is going to be the garage.
Ah, the garage.
garage entrance.
I love it. Cool.
All right.
So we gotta ride south.
Great.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
So there's a stampede. So everybody's gonna be real damn distracted by that.
Yes.
So follow my lead.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
You're like yelling over the sound of the stampede and
Yeah.
the people yelling and the guards fail.
I think it's that movie scene where like we're crouching behind the beetle and having like a really like quick conversation back and forth where there's like explosions happening
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, we're hopping on.
Great. Cool.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. I will say, you're not really trying to do a stealth here.
Nope, but we are
No.
using a distraction.
You are using a distraction. You are trying to just do travel. I mean, it's your mount skill. It's still your mount skill. Because if this
Absolutely.
was Fast and Furious, it would be your drive skill of
No, you're
like
right,
how
you're
how
right.
you drive. So to navigate through the city.
Trust those dice anymore. They're too neutral.
Do you want mine?
No, I've got more. It's okay.
Okay. You're
Don't worry.
navigating. So are we doing this? Well, you can't do it as teamwork. I'm not going to allow
I feel
it.
like, well, what I was going to say was I feel like it's that thing where we're trying to go really fast, but Broker can tell that 2 keeps falling behind a little bit. So I keep slowing down and getting up next to him and being like, all right, you got to, you got to actually do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Tenerife made you think it was silly. It ain't silly. They listen. All right, and you just got to, there's like a little area underneath the scruff. You got to
Okay.
hold on to that. Okay, there you go.
Okay,
Okay, good,
right.
good, good.
Great.
So I am kind of helping him.
Okay, that's fine. I still am not going to give you a teamwork because I feel like it's a disadvantage
fair.
to you.
Absolutely.
So,
Let's roll for mounts.
Yeah,
What
go.
am I trying to be?
so 2, 3.
That's fitting. Okay, with my mount skill, that's a 5.
Okay, great. So that's 2 above.
Yep.
So that's just a general success. So you'll make it to the garage. I gotta come up with a garage.
Why are you rolling? Is that your mount skill? Is that how you're doing?
I am also on a mount and I have to get there.
That's a solid point. Okay, fair enough.
Correct. And fittingly, I got a 1.
Okay.
That is fitting.
Cool. So you can also succeed at a serious cost if you'd like.
Okay.
Oh God.
Do I use my- I think I am going to use my last fate point to get
Okay.
a +2.
Okay. So you said that was a 1. 2? What did you roll? 1?
I rolled a 1.
So plus it gets you at a tie.
Yes.
So you a minor cost.
Yes.
What would you like that minor cost to be? Because I keep poking your eyes, so
Don't you
my hands are going to
already-
be off for this one.
I already have a minor cost.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the
but
same scene.
a minor cost doesn't necessarily have to be a consequence. It could just be something that's
Okay.
a disadvantage to you in this particular situation. So what would be something like not a huge disadvantage, but something
Yeah.
that's like not ideal?
The beetle really hates you.
No, the beetle.
No,
the
we
beetle-
made the beetle like you.
Gonna say through all the turmoil and stuff, let's say the grappling hook started to come like a little loose. Just
You'll
have
like
to
you have
tie
to
it.
fix
Yeah,
it,
I'll
but you
have to
can't
fix
use it
again.
immediately. Yeah, I'll take it.
That makes sense.
That works for me. Cool. What was this one? Oh,
Stampede.
Stampede. I'm going to take that off because we're out of that scene. I feel like that's not a relevant scene aspect anymore. Okay, so you roll up to this garage,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have a garage guy, so pull me a garage guy, somebody.
Get us the garage guy.
I'll have to say both broker and tube.
Mint-ick?
Oh, we'll say mint.
Mint.
I don't know why. You know what? The Discord's great. I do take liberties. So sorry if I've butchered your really cool name.
Mint feels like a good name for a garage guy.
Yeah, Mint is a garage guy.
Mint Mobile.
Yeah, just like that guy.
That's Mint's wife.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds?
No.
Garage guys have Ryan Reynolds.
Mint and there's her wife Mobile.
Oh, I got you. That
You
makes
see-
more
you
sense.
see what I'm
okay,
saying?
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
And they're both
I really wanted to
butch
see a fairy version of Ryan
lesbians.
Reynolds.
Because they run a car garage. They run a mount garage.
Good for them.
Yeah, I love
Still
them
could
already.
be Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is not a butch.
No.
I will not hear anything further on this conversation.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on. You know Mint, you know Mobile.
Cool.
So they see you roll up and they're both like, whoa.
Hey,
Hi.
What?
been a little while.
How do you two know each other?
That's a long story.
Oh,
Yeah.
Great. Excellent. Well, I have to hear it sometime. In the meantime, what can we do for you?
We kind of got to get this garage open.
All right. Well, give me 2 shakes, and if you got anything, there's some interesting things I'm sure you both have found. Dude's not even questioning it.
Pulls out a spring.
A spring. Excellent.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Still got the spring and everything.
I got to get myself one of them bags.
You gotta have you find the things that you put in there. They're not just
Well,
there.
of course, but I'm saying I don't have that. I was in
that's fair.
prison.
They're fair.
Well, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, sorry. Hard to give you things when I don't have
It's
anything.
well, we were.
You don't want to know where
wondering-
he had to store the things he had in prison.
Yeah, Hack and Slash took care of them. So they open up it's a ramp that goes down, and it's a cool crank that opens up, and you make it back into the underground. Now, you are not where you left Tenerife
No.
and Hack and
That
Slash.
makes sense.
But I definitely
And they're
know my
not
way
where
around.
you left them either.
Yeah, they're not
Just
there
to
either,
be
so it
perfectly
doesn't
fair. I'm gonna pause you guys for a second.
Oh, gosh.
Did you get on the mounts? What happened after? Just real quick, after you got your beetles.
Tenerife immediately got on the Rose
The rose beetle.
beetle, and consequently named the beetle Rose.
Okay, great.
Original.
And they are they're bonded for life, I feel. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Cool. Did you go anywhere? Are you just like on it like a fucking?
I honestly kind of feel like it's like a mall ride, like just kind of like like circles. Like can't really do much else.
Hack's just watching like, well, I don't have to worry about him running
Let
away.
them tucker themselves out. Just let them
toddler,
go.
just let 'em run.
Just let them go.
Great. Cool. So I think we're gonna say you ended up in an open area that's not being used by anybody for you to do your merry-go-round.
Okay.
So it's a little bit further down from the stables that you were at. So they're slightly further from where you left them.
Cool.
All right. Well, we're definitely making our way back up there. Was there anything else you need to do before we get there? Because I wanted to just kind of make our way back up that direction. I think we're technically going through the area where
Yeah,
Bobble
yeah.
is again.
Sure.
Uh,
Do I remember what Bobble sounds like? No.
they were very breathy.
Great. Excellent.
So I think we're gonna run by there again, and as we're
You
getting,
literally just saw Bobble.
yeah, I know.
Literally.
As we run by that area, I think I'm just gonna be like, wait, real fast. It's real quick.
Okay.
Just press his head down
Uh,
into beetle.
Hang on, give me a second.
I'm gonna
not
jump
ready
off
for
the.
Bobble.
I'm gonna jump off the beetle really quick. And I wanna just like move right back over to that market stall where Bobble is. And I just, if they're still there, which I assume he is,
They're taking a nap.
I'm just gonna like lean over. Is he just sleeping like at the stall?
There's like a little piece of fabric that covers the behind, but it's sheer, so you can kind of see there's like a little bed set up behind the area.
Hey,
Oh, do I hear that wonderful voice again?
you're very, very sweet. But I'm here for a reason today.
You always are.
Ugh. Look, if I had more time, you know I'd stay more, but I don't. I need to know something. What did you give Tenerife? What happened?
Well, I don't know if you noticed. They ate a whole stick of gum.
All right, so you were very kind and gave them sugar.
And
For what? I know you don't do things for free. I'm gonna lean in real close. I know you don't.
what do you give me for it?
I mean, it's been a while since I've been out of prison.
And you're gonna make me wait.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
don't
makes it
know.
more fun.
Does make it more fun. I don't know if it's worth the wait.
You missed me.
I missed you.
Mm. Can you just give me just a few weeks? Promise. I might need to leave town for a bit so I don't get thrown right back in one of them shadow boxes.
What will you give me for your promise?
I'm gonna lean in and kiss him.
Okay. Yeah, I think that gets you what you're asking for.
Absolutely.
But it's cute.
Yeah, and I kind of just do the thing where I just kind of like
Yeah.
sort of do this under his chin. Ah. Now that is disturbing. So willing to get rid of important things.
My mind is like a steel trap.
Good. I would have told you anyways.
I know you would have.
I'll be back in a few weeks. Promise.
All right, all right. I'm going to mysteriously place my hand over my eyes, and when I open them, you better not be here.
I will be gone.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Great. Now we have fun things happening. Wow.
I think two is just like,
Wow.
what?
A disturbance in the floor. Okay.
We're galloping back.
All right, you're galloping back. Great.
I didn't think I'd have a chance to see him by myself.
It's really cute. Great. Okay, I need to write this down so that I don't forget, so I can write a regular summary.
Understandable, yes.
I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna pretend I am.
Gonna pretend.
Okay.
We're gonna get back on the Beatles and I'll be like, got anything to say?
Two's literally like head down in the beetle and be like, oh, you do
All right,
whatever
good.
you
I was
want.
just we're just gonna go.
You do whatever you want.
Okay. How do you find them?
Well, we're just going back to where we left them.
Yeah, we go
But they're
back
not
to where
where you
we
left them.
Yeah,
Right, which is
but-
why we get there and we're like, wait, no, this was where we were, right?
This is exactly where we were.
We told them to wait, right? I mean, I told Hack to do babysit. I mean, do you think he got angry and left? But then where's 10? What the hell? Okay. What's the nearest thing? I guess there's Well, there's the way out. There's another market down this way. Did we tell them where the stables were? I think I did.
I think maybe.
We'll try that, then we'll try the market. That's our best bet, of course.
Why would? Whatever.
And the problem is, if there was footprints, we just totally obscured them. God.
Great.
Galloping over that way.
You're going to the stables.
Yeah.
There is nobody there. There is one old ass centipede in the stall who's just like chewing cud like a cow.
It's gonna turn towards Slick.
Slick is not there.
No?
There's nobody there right
There's
now.
just a centipede.
There's just a centipede.
What the?
Like you know that's Slick's stall because
Yeah.
and this is kind of your area.
I feel like this. You should just leave.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a shitty centipede. I mean, I don't blame her. She's an old girl, but it's not exactly somebody would want to buy.
Well, no, but like it's still.
You don't leave it. Yeah. I'm looking around for like a sign of a
There's
scalpel.
looking around.
Yeah, certainly.
Now I'm worried.
Oh, sure.
Attention gotten. Where is?
There is on the chair that Slick was sitting on. There's a little note that says back in 5. Like it's small. It's really, really small. It's the smallest scrap of paper you've ever seen, broker. Because like clearly this guy does not deal in paper. Paper's not really like a strug thing for a lot of fairies. But he tried so hard. Like it's so little. Hang on, let me. It's like.
I mean, I believe you.
No. I need to a fairy. It's this big.
That's very
it's
small.
Very little. So it's like you like it's on the chair and you pick it up and it's like.
Okay. Well, that ain't great. I guess I'm gonna just quickly check. These are like dugout paths, so I wouldn't be shocked if there was at least some sort of footprint. So I'll at least look
Yeah.
around for the big, obvious tracks that Hack leaves everywhere.
Yeah,
So I'll just kind of like
absolutely.
look around real quick.
At any point, did you start to like dig your heel in to make like an indication of where you're going?
No,
No,
you
you're just
wouldn't.
normal.
Just,
just-
just normal heavy boots.
No more heavy boots. You don't care if they find you, I guess. It'll show up. Okay, cool. Yeah, you eventually find the footprints. You eventually find the Hack's shoes tracks, and you get into this big open area that there's really nobody in. Tenerife on a cracked beetle going in circles.
Just kind of like ride in, like, what in the good goddamn? What happened?
Hack is like kind of sitting on the ground, just kind of like picking up rocks and kind of throwing them, kind of bored.
What are you doing?
Oh, Tenerife decided that we needed to buy some beetles.
Okay, firstly, we were literally going to get beetles, and secondly, you weren't where we left you.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm not in charge here. This is a captain of the King's Guard making decisions over here.
That's
Told
right.
you to make sure 10 doesn't wander off.
And 10 didn't wander off. I accompanied 10 to make sure that 10 didn't get lost, so I was keeping 10 occupied here, riding a little pony go round in a circle here while I
No.
sit here making sure that nothing ill befalls them.
I'm remembering why we're only acquaintances.
Yes.
All right.
I did manage to get rid of the contraband that 10 was packing, so we may, once a sobering up occurs, be less likely to have this happen again.
Well, I
You're welcome.
suppose that means that that's a net zero then. Because we got this back. So eager to trade away things that we need. For what? Sugar?
Oh.
I thought we were gonna go find a guy to look this over and make sure we could figure out who wrote it to us. But now I'm starting to think that you don't have confidence in this mission.
Tenerife rides the old Rose right on over to Broker.
And I'm on my beetle, just staring at you.
Oh, you're on the beetle too.
Yeah, there's a height difference
Fine.
for sure.
Fine. Smidge shorter. Fine. I don't know if eager is the right word. As the old man Hack and Slash said, I have a bit of a problem, maybe. I didn't want to do it, but it was the best thing I had, and we still have all the information.
You're right. It's totally fine if an addict gets into it if they didn't mean to.
I don't know who you think you are, broker.
I do.
It's. Oh, go for it.
Mm-hmm. I'm someone that's more honest than you.
More honest than me.
Mm-hmm.
And-
You are such a fucking hypocrite. Everything about you is a hypocrite. So, have you sobered up yet? I don't think you have. So maybe before you make that argument, you better think about shutting your mouth and sobering up first. We have a city to leave. Are you on our side or not?
Why would I not be on
Because
your
you're trading
side?
away things that we need. Next thing I know, you're going to start trading away all of our supplies because you want sugar so bad. You better get your act together. You think I'm so bad because I'm a criminal, but at least I'm honest. Let's go. I'm just going.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect opportunity for Tenerife and Broker to leave, which leaves Two and Hack and Slash kind of alone for a second.
Two still sitting on his mount, just like,
Biggest eyeballs you've ever seen.
literally, it's like the Kermit huge. I was like,
Well, I guess we should be off as well. We got 2 beetles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone has a beetle.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a beetle.
Everybody's got a beetle.
Ours are like really, really great looking. and
Yeah.
yours are all
Yeah.
cracked and bad.
Right.
Doesn't matter what they look like.
It's
They're
what's inside that
reliable.
counts.
Exactly.
It does because they're less reliable.
Because they have a crack.
Yeah, they need
It's
to
just a
hold
paint
things.
job.
Exactly.
Oh.
little buff.
Just paint over the rust. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll buff out.
A little bit
Yeah.
of bug bondo.
Say that 5 times fast.
All
You
right.
guys were able to get 2 beetles too, it looks like.
Yeah, I really wasn't shopping for them, but Ten seemed inclined, and as I said, it was a way to get that excess sugar off of them before they, got all
That's
liquored up again. I really
That's
don't
fair.
know what to do with this. I mean, it's very slow, it's very old. I was figuring, worst comes to worst, we get rid of it and I can douse me cap. But, if we want to take it and ride it a bit, that's fine. I don't care.
I mean, worst case scenario, we could put it up because we kind of caused a distraction by a stampede, and we could put them up there with the rest, and then it'll live out its life pretty well. They won't notice
Fine. So,
if you wanted to get rid of it. Just-
yeah, I don't know how to ride the damn things. I mean, it looks like it wouldn't be difficult. I mean,
It's not
I
too
imagine it
difficult.
doesn't move faster than a slow crawl, but again, that doesn't help us exactly. If I can walk faster than it can run, then it's not really serving us any purpose, is it?
Yeah, well, probably not.
All right. Well, looks like I'm not going to get my cap wet, little fella. I was not naming you specifically because I didn't want to grow attached to you, but since we're leaving you, good luck. And I'm gonna call you Ringo.
You're the worst.
He was the worst member of the Beatles. Now we gotta make the Beatles tier list.
No.
Ringo is vastly underrated.
In
Moving
his
on.
art, yeah.
Moving on. So what? I just climb up on there behind you. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
All right. And Hack very ungainly kind of climbs up on there. Looks terribly uncomfortable sitting on this bug, but pulls in behind. And so what do I do? Do I like, hold on to
I just
here to hold your waist? How does this work? I'm not.
you hold on, kind of like.
I have this harness here, and he pulls out the bread twister.
Oh, I mean that's actually pretty helpful. I will be 100% honest. I don't know how to attach this to
All right,
this
please.
kind of.
We don't need that.
Oh, we could have.
All right, giddy up then, shall we?
Okay. Go- yeah.
Great. Are we forgoing?
No. What?
Okay.
So I assume that we're setting off
traveling.
on a
yeah,
travel now,
you can see Tenerife and Broker like way ahead of you, but you
Staying
can
a
see
bit
him.
behind, like
Yeah.
a little bit behind them because they're arguing. I don't want to deal
Yeah.
with that.
And I'm gonna say that I'll give you one more garage you have to come up through. So, but it'll be closer to maybe like the edges.
Like
Where are
around
you at?
Here?
Where
Well,
did
I
you
mean,
put your
We went
garage?
up here.
Okay.
So we would be. I mean, would it be like in these areas?
Is that where you ended up? Where the garage was? No, garage was down there.
Garage is there.
And
we
then-
went up north.
Yeah, because you found them. So
Yeah.
you can come back out through the same garage. It'll just take you a minute.
Okay, we just gotta turn around.
Yeah, you're gonna turn around. Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, perfect. So you see them ahead of you. So now,
Yep. So as we're riding along there, Hack says, "So I said that you and Broca seem to be working together quite well."
Well, I mean, we're both, sneaky, and he's pretty fast, so yeah.
Do you mind if I give you a bit of advice here, too?
You're totally welcome to. Yeah.
I'd recommend that you don't exactly trust Broca.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Have you noticed that Broca tends to be a rather, what's the word, transactional individual?
Yeah. I mean, most of the people that I work with are.
True. I think that Broca is somebody who is goal-oriented. I think one of the reasons you and I get along so well too, and we're just kind of galloping along
Yeah.
here, I think one of the reasons you and I get along is because we're both captive to our nature. You have an impulsiveness about you that leads you to do things that some people might not consider wise, but you're true to yourself.
Okay.
I have a nature that I'm not allowed to be true to, but nevertheless, it is something that drives my decision making.
Like when you tested me when I was younger, yes.
Right. Broca, on the other hand, I think, said something back there that I don't exactly believe. Broca said, "At least I'm honest." I don't think he is. I think that he's the type of individual who will say or do whatever it takes to get what he wants. That's not a bad thing, mind you. I'm not saying he's not someone that we can work with, but I would caution you to take everything he says with that bit of grain of salt, as it were. When he asks you for something, think to yourself, what is Broca looking to get out of this?
I mean, that's fair. I have noticed, though, most people tend to, they are trying to get something out of things.
All right, as long as you never cease to amaze me, too. I always think that you're a naive little waif who's running around like a little bull, like gremlin chaos energy, bouncing off walls and stuff. And then you show me that you're actually thinking things through, and it does my heart good to see it.
I'm both, but
Yes.
to be fair, a lot of people, especially when we first talked, said that you were very mean and
I am.
aggressive,
Oh, I am.
and we're a little bit bloodthirsty.
Guilty as charged.
But you also, you seem to care deep down.
I really don't. I don't care about much of anything.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. You know my nature. I'll remind you of it if you seem to be forgetting, as you just did. And you can trust that, because you know the kind of person that I am. I don't hide it. I don't wear it on my sleeve. Tenerife, Broca, I think that they tend to not be as upfront about who and what they are, and I think that you need to just remember that going forward. And as long as you're checked in on that, I have no worries.
I have a feeling.
Very good, very good. All right. Is this thing going any faster?
You gotta say yeah.
I
It ain't gonna work if you don't do it.
I was just.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I'm going way faster than
Chew goes here and tries to go as fast as possible.
fucking punch it, Chewy.
Yep.
That's what happens. Ugh. God, it's not the hiya, it's the like motion of your body that like indicates
I wanna
to
go
the beetle that
faster,
you're going faster, but the hiya seems to be what does it. And now you like butt up against Broker's beetle, like a little bumper car situation going on. Everybody's fine, but it is like you jostle around a little
Hey,
bit.
be careful there.
We.
Unimpressed the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You come back out through the garage. Only Mint is there, and she like gives you a 2-finger salute, and then rolls it back down. And now where are we going?
I think we gotta leave, right?
Going to Imagination Factory?
Oh, you are headed in that direction. But that's not what is happening. I'm losing my marbles.
All right, I don't like that. I can hear that.
Hey, broker, I'm losing it.
That's not a good sign.
It's been like that since day one.
That is not true. Sometimes you are very with it.
Not today.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of impart some knowledge on everybody that you may or may not know. So you can decide whether or not you know this. Broker does know this. So this is information either you're passing on or not passing on, but I'm going to say this for the sake of the class right now. So the underground that you're in, the underground of each city doesn't go city to city, because the way that cities grow and change their physics and geometry inside mimic underneath, but they don't go across cities because the geometry doesn't quite line up. So if you want to go to the next underground, you have to exit out of the city into the stacks, into where the readers are, and then you have to cross that boundary to go into the next city. So it's easier to kind of travel city to city. It's easy to travel outside of the city at night when readers aren't around. And then there are some open spaces, like vast open spaces you can traverse across. And I'll let you kind of impart the additional information. But the closest city to Oratory City, their neighbor, is Hodgepodge. It's a lively, colorful city filled with eccentric bobblers, too. You would have been there. You would have known.
Absolutely.
Probably not everybody, I think, because there are people that come and go very quickly. And it's not a place that you would be giving anything.
Yeah.
It would be people that would be teaching you, sharing if they liked you, sharing where they find things. If they don't like you, not sharing where they find things.
If they don't like me being like, look what I found, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you can trade baubles
Yeah.
and things you found and all kinds of things to get something cooler or neater or whatever. But that is the next place. Oratory City does not like Hodgepodge very much.
Makes
So
sense.
They're not. There's not a lot of fairies that travel from city to city because of friendliness. They don't particularly like each other. So that would be the next closest city to you if we're going to jump into another city. I will say that it's been a full day and a half since the king sat you down and said, hey, here's what's happening. It's near the end of the library's open hours. So you've got a couple more reader hours before they're gone for the night. If you want to exit out of Oratory City, if you want to hang out a little bit more, if you want to take the risk and go across the stack to Hodgepodge, you're welcome to.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
as we're leaving Oratory City,
Yeah.
Are there like wanted posters or what the equivalent would be? Cool, great. That was the only thing to whose mind is like,
You look
Are we in
around
trouble?
and everything kind of looks mostly normal.
Okay.
If you weren't so cross-faded, I would say Tenerife, you notice more guards fade than usual, but you don't.
Okay.
Maybe in the back of your brain, and it
Yeah.
might come back up later when you sober up.
Okay.
So we can bring that back to the forefront later, but
Noted.
everything else looks normal.
Yeah, and to be clear, the factory is not in the city we're in.
No, it's an imagination.
Yeah,
it's an
okay,
imagination.
cool.
So I would bring up your trade route here.
Yeah, let me grab that real quick. There we go.
So if we're heading, you're here-ish.
Right.
And then you would go, so like if you wanted to go like across here basically, because these are the stacks here, that's another city. And then like I showed you before, the vast open space. So that Hodgepodge is near the edge.
Okay.
And so then that would take you across, and then if you wanted to get to there.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's the route we're gonna take.
Yeah, that makes, that's the like quickest, most direct route. Even getting through Hodgepodge is gonna get you to the edge of the stacks.
Yeah.
So That's going to make the most direct sense. Now, what do we want to do as far as coming out of Oratory City? You've got an exit. It's very easy. It's not guarded. Going from Oratory City to Hodgepodge, you have to cross the stacks. It's not super hard, but there are readers right now.
Right. Okay. So it's getting close to closing time. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to wait it out. I mean, when it comes right down to it, the readers, they usually don't notice us.
That's true.
But they seem a little more likely if you got one of these insects. They especially don't like the creepy crawly ones, so we're at least a little lucky about that.
Okay.
Either way, if we follow my usual trade routes, we're gonna have to go between the stacks. Now the nice thing is that tends to provide us cover from those that aren't really looking in that area, but also the readers sometimes are looking for very, very strange and unusual novels, and in that case you don't want to hide in those sections.
Fair.
My hope is that since we're at the end of the day, they ain't looking for much, but it might not be a bad idea to lay low until they leave.
Yeah, I mean, it usually traveling is done, at least I do traveling at night. It tends to make more sense
Oh,
to travel
yeah.
at night than to go out. When the readers are there, it's at the question, I mean, we could probably find somewhere to hide, maybe?
Oh yeah.
Looking at the 4 of our,
Your beetle.
yeah, our 4 beetles now. I mean, like
3.
3 beetles. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We left Ringo to live free. And
Make bad art on MS Paint.
Okay.
Uh,
So let me just kind of, I feel like we're at a weird spot. So just give me, and we can do this as a teamwork if you want, just give me a stealth overcome. You're at the edge of the Oratory City. You've passed the guard checkpoints. You're inside the bookshelf still, so you're not seen by readers. And I will say to get through the next couple hours, give me a stealth of 3.
All right.
And if you want a teamwork, whoever has the highest stealth, add.
I have a
59.
+4.
Does anybody have a stealth that they're adding to it? You've got stealth, right?
I've got a 2.
no
Okay.
stuff.
So I'll
You have
add
a 1, so you can add +2.
Cool. So that's gonna be 6 + 2, so 8.
Oh, great. That's a success with style.
This is my whole thing. If I'm bad at
Yeah.
this, I'm bad at everything.
Yeah, that's really great. Okay, cool. So you get a boost. I'm just going to change this into...
at night.
Yeah, let's put the SpongeBob meme in there. Okay, so... Well, I'm just going to change this situational explanation.
Readers
They don't see.
don't see.
They don't see. You guys
Good.
could wave your arms up and about, and they don't see.
Well, that's good.
It's a combination, I think, of your good hiding, and there's some imagination magic in there somewhere. Somebody kind of does that, whatever. And then I assume, are we just gonna pop across to Hodgepodge? Great.
I think so.
Cool. So you take the doors close, you hear the really echoey sound. You've never been outside of the city at this time when the sound of the locks turn and the lights all clunk, 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 turn off.
The best time of
Obviously,
the
you.
day.
That's our cue.
This side probably hasn't.
That's our cue.
Perfect.
Great. And you scurry across, and you go over to Hodgepodge, and like any other city, it takes a minute for it to transition into the big open space that is cities in Diction.
Yeah.
And it's like if a trinket hoarder threw up, just extremely colorful, full of completely useless items. These are bobblers, not finders.
Smiles ear to ear.
Yeah, we're having a
Two
great time.
roses
These items are
place.
useless for everybody. Readers, fairies, nobody
It's
needs these things.
so much better than that other fucking city.
It's really colorful. There's tons of fabric around. There's all kinds of like sparkles and beautiful.
So you've been
It
here
looks
before?
great in
All the
your
time,
trip,
yeah.
I think, Tenerife.
It is.
I think they're just
Oh, it's so nice here.
It
My-
smells
but
good.
There's a lot of places to hide.
There are
which is
so
very nice.
many places to hide.
And a lot of
you can
really
hide in
weird
plain
things.
sight. There are so many weird things. They usually aren't that useful, but
And she's gonna look at his
occasionally.
grappling hook, look at the raft, and
I'm like, I bet I could probably actually find something to fix this here.
Oh, I'm sure it's just around.
yeah.
Okay.
You okay? No. I take that as a no. All
Have
right.
you ever been here before?
I have been, but today's very different for me visiting here now.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, broker.
That was very
That's
loud.
what it sounds like to Tenerife.
Yeah.
I can turn the
does.
music up. We wanna turn that. Give you
It's
like a.
very beautiful in here.
It's like this really dramatic, beautiful scene for you, and then it smash cuts to us, and we're just staring at you, and it's dead silent. We're like,
colors are so beautiful.
right, yeah. Anyways, let's go. We need to find a good place to lay low for a little bit, and then we need to get to that factory.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's night, so there ain't that many people around, but still.
I'm gonna put a flag on your play there. I'm gonna say that aside from Oratory City, which is lively pretty much 24/7 because that is the heart of diction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like at night is when fairies and fae kind of like do
I can see that.
most
Yeah.
of
I
the
think that
things.
makes sense.
Like in the cities, it's a little different because they're hidden from reader view. But I think just culturally, from when they first entered the library, I think I put it like 100 years ago. It was like that was when they would come out and do stuff, and then it
Yeah,
just
makes
kind of
sense.
like continued like that culturally.
I can see
So
that.
Yeah.
it's just
Spirited Away.
I'm not that I don't have that reference unfortunately.
fair.
Ah, damn.
I know. Okay.
That is
so
a great movie.
I know. I've got a long list of things to watch and go through. This is
Same.
the problem with being in the film industry is that I've never seen all of them, and they keep making more for some reason.
It's so rude.
It's so rude.
How dare?
How dare they? Okay. So, I'm going to ask a question kind of out of character here real quick. Broker and 2, are you, since you're the most familiar with this area, are you trying to go above ground or underground?
I don't really think we have any reason to go underground
No.
right away.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I know how to get into underground, I don't necessarily know that I know how to get into
Yeah,
underground.
I'm blanket statement now. 2 doesn't know any of the underground entrances.
like if he's
ever.
ended up there before, it was by accident.
Yeah, there's not a reason that you would go into the underground. Even if you were dealing with somebody who was there, that's not where you're like,
Everyone thinks he's baby.
that's not where your
Yeah.
trading would be as well. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to say that maybe you have a couple contacts above ground. Most of your contacts will be underground.
Yeah.
But I think that the market is like the Bobbler culture market is basically a place that you would be, no one really noticed.
It's a lot more
because
welcoming.
It's eccentric and wild, and no one will really notice that you were looking slightly different than any other fairies.
Yeah.
The world's biggest flea market.
I was thinking, yeah, but like
Everybody put the
more-
wallets in the
like it's-
socks.
It's like a market. Like it is like a market where there's just all different kinds of people.
Yeah, very
And it's
eccentric.
all the
and-
bartering system. So
It's
if
all
somebody else is already bartering with that guy, you should probably come back in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, yep.
Or butt in if you're trying to get what they're getting.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
mean, and I think it's aggressive, like culturally aggressive for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Like there's very little personal space in Hodgepodge, both in the terms of getting what you want, and also they're just friendly. Everybody's just friendly. So 2, you strike me as the person who would have the most people that you
Yeah.
know. No, contacts, I don't think is a great word. I think friends is a better word. So
Yeah.
who would you be seeking out, and where would they be at? And you can pull a name.
I'm a pull a name.
Pull a
because
name.
I did. Pappy.
Happy. Oh,
And Pappy is
gonna talk like
absolutely-
this.
Pappy is
that's Pappy.
absolutely gonna
Did you want-
be
Yeah,
an
yes,
older fae who, like, even their wings are gray. They're like a silvery gray color.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because I don't think we die of old age.
No,
So
they've
They're
made
just
that
like a
choice.
they made that
Made that
choice.
choice. You can choose what you want
To be a grandpa.
But they
Yeah.
have like bits, usually like bits of pencils and pens and stuff, but not like the useful bits. Like, oh, I lost the clip off of it, or
Yeah.
oh, it's a piece of a
It's
pencil.
just the plastic.
It's
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
the
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 last
metal
from
part
the
that the metal part that
leads.
the eraser
Yeah.
holds.
Yeah.
little little like eraser shape, like all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
choosing to be like, don't worry, I know someone to go.
Alrighty.
He's going to start like by trying to go fast and get him like wait, and guides everyone through to.
Sure.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
Pappy,
Well, F182! Hi! It's been a minute.
I've been out in a minute. I've also been. I was on a long mission. I went over to go see Grouse. So
You went all the way to go see Grouse
Yeah.
again? Didn't you
Yeah.
just do that 6 months ago?
Well, yeah, but his roof was leaking, so I wanted to fix it.
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
yeah,
I appreciate, because you know Grouse is an old friend of mine.
I know.
Did you convince Grouse to come on back?
No, I don't think he's ever coming back.
Oh, he thinks he's been banished from Hodgepodge. It's not true.
It's silly, but I mean, he does have a whole thing.
Who
over
are
there.
your youngster friends here?
Oh, I mean, this
Howdy.
is this
Howdy.
This is.
Oh, aren't you a fine young chap?
I'm just gonna go over to like a different market stall that just has a glass of water on it. I have no idea whose it is or where, how long it's been there, but I'm just gonna grab that really quick and go over to Ted and just be like, drink this.
They're
Drink it.
Okay.
they had a day.
Ah, well, I'd love to hear about. You know our trading stories.
I know.
Have you heard from Dazzle? No, you don't know Dazzle. Dazzle's new.
I've not heard.
Well, Dazzle's not new, but Dazzle's like new to Hodgepodge.
Oh.
But Dazzle, let me tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you about Dazzle
Dude, what
later.
are we doing here?
I'm gonna tell you about. Anyways, Dazzle's got some good stories.
Dazzle has some good stories. This is very
Oh,
good to
Dazzle's
know.
got some great stories.
So I do have a question. Just me and my friends. We, like I said, we have had a day. Can we just,
Oh,
relax
Miss,
a little
Miss Sapa is too good.
thank you so much. I'll be able to tell you all about my trip to Grouse and everything.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it. Now, can I interest you in a stick from a lollipop?
I don't need a stick from a
It's
lollipop
full of
right
reader
now.
saliva.
I don't know anyone who needs reader saliva at the moment.
Ah, I
Sadly.
would have thought your inky friend would have known somebody, but that's all right.
I mean, to be fair, I do. There's a few collectors. It's
Yeah,
real weird.
it's real rare in these parts.
Seems like a very niche market.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, it's called the niche marketplace.
To be fair, I traded niche, so
Ah, well, you're right at home
should
there,
get it.
sonny boy.
I'm unfortunately not on a trading job right
Ah,
now.
well, that's all right.
I do have an entire still I didn't use it.
And pulls out the gum wrapper from the gum,
It's a wrapper.
flips it over on the white side, and it's like, but it's like really shiny. There's
No
no
peeling or anything. Be like, I can offer
Oh,
this.
well, that's in pristine condition.
Yeah.
Where'd you find such a piece?
Well, I had some pieces of gum, just like slowly moving it away a little bit.
Your
I
little
had some
friend there
pieces
seems
of
more
gum.
interested than I am.
Well, like,
are you a trader too?
Yeah.
Ooh, what you trading there,
Ted
laddie?
is not a trader.
10 is not
Oh,
a trader.
No, like
I
like
can be a
like
trader.
How are you spelling that?
with the D.
Ah, no, definitely not.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other
Well,
one
I
makes a
could
little more
teach
sense.
you how. You could be my apprentice. One time, too, was my apprentice. That didn't
true.
last very
That did
long,
not
though.
last very long.
No. I think that was because you found something real cool out there, and I thought, well,
I did.
can't teach you nothing more.
I kind of bounced away.
Yeah.
Two, you missed an opportunity. You should have said that gum wrapper was in mint condition.
Ha!
Oh, well, for that, I'll give you one of these.
Gives you a rubber duck.
All right.
It's made out of resin because it's this big to readers.
Wow. Weird.
That's a good pun. I'll trade in puns.
Oh, I could probably come up with more of them if you give me time.
Oh, they gotta be organic. I don't want any of that processed pun stuff.
Yeah, no, you don't want to drink that.
No.
It's gonna
I
like
got more stuff.
into my coat.
You want to come look in my patty shack?
How could 10 refuse a patty shack? They're just walking over, sure. They're
Okay,
just walking
sure.
over. They're just looking.
I mean, it's everything.
Okay.
It's anything that doesn't go to Goodwill. It's the stuff that
Yes.
comes out of readers' pockets.
Cool.
It's earrings that have fallen off of readers.
Ooh.
It's office supplies that are in the wrong color. It's
color?
it's pieces of candy wrappers and sticks and like stuff that's not consumable.
Okay.
And it's just other things that have been turned into other things. So a ribbon that's been turned into a hat, like that kind of
Yeah.
process of things.
I feel
Yarn that's been turned into a basket.
Huh. I feel like Tent might be a little overstimulated
Oh,
with everything that's in there. So I
absolutely.
think they're just like standing and like touching and just kind of like in a. Yeah.
I need to put you in a sensory room.
You got any more
This
water?
is not it. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
You got any more water?
Water. I certainly do. Well, it might be vodka, but that's all right.
No, it's got to be actual water.
It's moonshine. Well, I never really learned how to shine the moon, so it's vodka.
Okay. Lovely.
Guys, there's
This is an interesting individual.
Yes,
too.
but it's an individual where we can actually just stay in their place for a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the current plan is that we are going to stay here until until there's less fairies outside,
Yes.
and then we're heading to the factory.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page.
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna and scene. That's beautiful, lovely. I'm going to real quick. So you're rolling an overcome on
Okay.
your moderate consequence, please.
Please go.
Yeah, we need
Sober up, Ted.
we need to get it to mild.
Yeah.
So the amount you have to beat is what it is. So that's a 4, right? That's a moderate. So
Yep.
So that's a 4. So you've got to beat a 4.
I get to get rid of this now, which is nice.
And I, for the life of me, I think it's a will roll. I'm just gonna say
Okay.
it is
Sure. Woohoo.
because I don't actually remember.
So my
what-
will is 4. Come on.
Oh,
She popped out.
well, I mean,
Reroll
there was
it.
a plus, but
There's
you
a
can-
plus if
you
you
have to
want.
re-roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
You gotta
re-roll
re-roll it.
Yeah, if it's cocked, you gotta.
That's still a plus.
Great.
Same thing.
So
So
what'd you
5.
get? 5?
total.
Cool. So that takes it from a moderate to a mild consequence. But I'll leave this still here, and that'll be mild for next session. And mild will resolve after a scene.
Yep.
So we'll say that after we're done in Hodgepodge.
You are drinking water. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
you'll
Sounds
be
good.
drinking. You've got sleep. You're sleeping it off.
Find Gatorade.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Okay. Wow. I am so sweaty.
I'm so fascinated. I feel like we made you more stressed than we were stressed ourselves.
Yeah.
That's okay. Great. If we're having fun, I don't need to have any fun.
Well, that's just not true.
That's not true.
It's all about you having fun.
No, that's a different show altogether. Okay. Zip it. All right. Thank you for watching this episode of Health Hits Experience, for joining us on Campaign 2. Music and sound effects provided by Sirenscape and Abby Kopic. Thank you to Molly and Brian in the control room. Their names should be on screen right now, including everybody else that helped with the show. Special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. And without further ado, thank you for watching. We will see you next week. Goodbye.